All right, guys, just thought I'd put out a second video for today because we've seen something really important on the charts. This video is recorded as at the close of the US equity markets on the 25th of April 2022. This is the second video I've put out today. Now, let's take a look at spot daily chart of where are we? We're looking at Bitcoin at the moment. And earlier in the day, if you saw the previous video that I put out around 12 hours ago or so, you would have seen this candle here was a red candle and it looked like price was going lower. And what happened was, I did say in the video, if we turn high and we close above, because remember, technically the stop that was on the alert that I put out, I think on the 18th or 19th last week, I said any close below the low of the 18th. This candle has is about to close any minute now, and we can see price did go below the low of the 18th, which is here, but it did not close. The candle is about to close up here at the top. This is a classic, what I call a flush and blast off setup, which was similar to what we got here. In fact, price came down, didn't close below, it triggered all the stops. Now, I was in discussion, some guys got in touch with me and on Telegram, and they asked me, why does this happen? Basically, all the amateurs put hard stops into their brokerage account. So the algorithms, how it works exactly, I don't know, but just be aware that there are systems out there, the algo traders and the market makers can see where you put your hard stop in. Your broker knows where you've put your hard stop in. And so what they do is they purposely take it lower, trigger all the stops because everyone's going to put their stop here, thinking, oh, if price moves below lower, moves below this low of the 18th, price is going to go low. So everyone puts their stop at exactly this level, 38,529, let's say on Bitcoin. And what they do is they trigger those stops. The system receives a bunch of automatic sell orders, and all of the market makers and the professional investors are holding their hat out to catch those shares. They've put their orders in and they're buying. And look at what they did. They forced price up again. So remember, when I issued the alert last week, I said a close would be any any candle close below the low of the 18th, which we did not get. And in fact, we've just, as I said, we've got a test of this low, but we have not closed below. And in fact, the candle is about to close up here. This is telling us price is going to go high. Now, this does not run contrary to the longer term time frame. So let me just talk about the short term time frame. We should get a good bounce. I would have thought somewhere up to this level here, 43,000 level or thereabout, somewhere around the 50 MA. Now, when price gets there, we would then need to review what's going to happen, because looking at the weekly chart, we are still sort of stuck below these moving averages. And although this is a bearish pattern for the medium term, let's go to the S&P 500. We've got the 2 down days. We've got Thursday, Friday, and now Monday today. As markets went lower the last few days, the cryptos did not go low. Now today, in my earlier video today, I said if the markets bounce, then the cryptos should bounce hard. And the markets have bounced, although they gap lower, they went lower and then they turned up. Let's look at the 10-minute of the SPY. So we can see price lingered lower and then closed up at the end of the day. That's like a reversal. So the cryptos, based on this, should get a good bounce from here. Let's go back to the daily chart, because the equity markets are a good barometer of what's going on. And if the equity markets went down sharply the last few days, notwithstanding today, but the cryptos did not close below, and we didn't get any big red bars, that's showing you the cryptos are holding and they've got relative strength, and any bounce in the equity market should propel this thing higher. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Similar picture here. Look, we moved below intraday, but we did not close below. The candle is about to close now, and we've got exactly the same presentation here as we saw on Bitcoin. We've got an even bigger candle. So price should now start to make its way higher, but again, notwithstanding any short-term bounce, we've got to be aware that on the weekly time frame, the 20 moving average is pointing downwards. The 50 MA on the weekly time frame has just started to turn lower, and notwithstanding any bounce in the short term, things are still looking bearish in the medium term. Now, if this bounce continues and price then goes above the moving averages and we stay there for a few weeks such that the moving averages on the weekly time frame turn higher, that would then mean that we've got more upside in the pipeline on the medium term time frame. Before we close up this video, so at the moment we should get a short-term bounce, and we need to see what price and pattern does over the coming days and weeks. But at the moment, again, the market makers forced everyone, forced it lower, triggered all the stops, and now they're going to take it higher. Difficult to say off the top of this. I would have thought this is the first target, 3178. If things really do get going, we do have a chance to get up here, but we've got to take it one day. All right, guys, I hope that was a bit of an educational video just explaining you how this flash and blast off play works. And I will be back in touch with you guys later in the week. Thanks for tuning in.